Okay.
Okay, good afternoon and welcome again. So yesterday we discussed about data analysis, what data analysis is, and how to what we are expecting, what data analysis can do in today's world, and how to navigate all the data analytics tool, the basic data analytics tool. Yesterday we discussed about Excel, a little bit about SQL, then we discussed about Power BI and Python being the basic major analytics tool that we have currently.
Yeah.
Also, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So we discussed about Excel. So I said if I open this now, I'll be opening a workbook. Then I told you the difference between workbook and worksheet. Now you can see this is a worksheet. It leads me directly into a worksheet. But sometimes you would see this is a worksheet. What I opened was a workbook. So and I told you that all these boxes are what um we called it cell. Then we have our ribbon here. Then we have our menu tab here. We have different type of menu. We have the home inserts, and I think I discussed about some of their use cases yesterday.
Yeah.
Then I also said about the tax bar here, right? What they do when we just write random number, then Excel will use its intelligence to calculate the sum, maximum, minimum, and counts. I think we saw that yesterday also. So today, and also I described or I listed out the processes of data analysis, and which I majorly spent a lot of time explaining. So I don't know if you can still remember, but can we start from there? The process of data analysis that I listed yesterday.
Huh?
Can you repeat the processes of data analysis that I stated yesterday?
Is it the processes or the type of data type?
Yes, I actually did process of data analysis that says getting the data, data cleaning. Do you remember now?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so we have five. So to just buy us time, we have five processes of data analysis. And it is very important that we know this at the back of our hand because it's just like process of doing your work. So, when you are trying to sit down for an examination, you want to read the instruction. The first thing is you read the instruction, then you answer the paper, you answer the question, then you submit. So it's like a process. The same thing with data analysis. You have to know that it follows a regular process. The first process is getting the data. The second process is transforming or data cleaning. I'll just use data. It is actually called the data transformation, but
Yeah.
I would just use the normal English, which is what, or the common English, which is data cleaning. So
Yeah.
after you have cleaned your data set, it is suitable for analysis. Then you move on to analysis or data analysis majorly. After data analysis, you already make your decision there. Then the next thing is that you will make the decision and you will visualize it. Then after visualizing, you will you will document the process, all the process. It is very easy. So now those are just the five process of data analysis. So can you just relist it so we can I can write it. I just want it to stay with you.
Okay. You mentioned something like getting your data,
Now getting the data. So
then
what's second?
transforming the data,
So transforming the data. So
then
what's that?
analyzing the data,
Exactly.
then visualizing
Visualization.
and documenting the process.
Exactly. So now also yesterday I discussed or I we discussed about different major data types. So can you remind me the major data types that we have?
The text and the numerical.
Now the text and numeric very very easy. So also I said date and 0 to 9 can be classified under what?
Eight, 0 to 9 numerical.
Numeric. Okay, what about alphanumeric and text can be classified under what?
Alphanumeric and text. Alphanumeric is has to do with alphabet and number.
Yeah. So can we classify it under numeric data type or um, text
Text,
data type?
text.
Text data. So we expect all our text data type to be aligned to the left or to the right.
Our text data type should be aligned to the left. The,
Why?
the numerical to the right.
Oh, that's very good. That's like the summary of what all we did yesterday. And it is very, very, I'm very, very ecstatic that you can remember most of the thing we did, even without you watching the recording. So we'll just start from where we stopped yesterday, and it is very interesting. As I said, are you with me?
Yes.
So as I said earlier, data analysis is not just about visualizing, it's not about just making analysis. Sometimes all you do is just you may just be an Excel expert, you have to make the data visible, you have to make it readable because sometimes Excel data sets might not be readable. So instead of us starting from getting the data, we'll be starting from the second process of data analysis, which is like data cleaning or transforming the data, whichever one. So we are doing one of the major topics today. So we are doing sorting and filtering. Then the next one, we want to look at find and replace. So these are the two things that we'll be looking at today, and they are very, very important because these things they make our work so easier. So these are the two topics that we'll be looking at today. So let's start from the first one, sorting and filtering. So from the word sorting, what do you think we are referring to? It's just in normal English.
Something is like arranging things in alphabetical order. Maybe you are looking for a particular name. Like they say, look for a name that starts with precious to sort it out, to bring it out from the data also.
Exactly. So it's the definition is correct, but not so correct because sorting is not in alphabetical order. It is just in a particular order. So I may decide to sort it in alphabetical order. I may decide to sort it in descending order. I may decide to send it to sort it in ascending order. So it just depends on the particular order and the type of data set that we are concerned about. So now let me just type to try to write the meaning data set here. So now let's say we have names here. So we have departments, we have salary. So the first one obviously it will be sheet one. Then we have Carl, we have Queen, we have Mendeli. So the department, this guy is in the IT guy. Then Kyle is in the
Sometimes
engineering.
before you work.
So are you talking to me?
No, not you.
Okay, no problem. Sales, then we have sales. Yeah. So salary, we have something like, let me just write random number here. Okay, so now let's say this is a data set. So now as a data analyst, you have to make this data set readable. So are you with me? Hope you are
Yes.
looking at what you are starting. So now the first thing is we have names, we have departments, and we have salary.
Mm.
So you can see we if I click at this and I look at my formula bar, I can see it is actually departments, but I can't see the full names here, full word here. So how can I see the full word at a glance?
Is to adjust the color.
Yeah, I will adjust the column width. How do I adjust it? I have to go to the borderline between I and J. Then my cursor will change into a double-edged arrow. Then I will just shift it a little bit. So the same thing, I will do that for salary. But then we are discussing about salary here. So what are we expecting a salary number to have?
You said?
I said now this particular column is about salary.
Mm-hmm.
Now we just have random number here. As a data analyst, what are we expecting a salary to have?
The
The
salary
current
is the currency, yeah.
exactly. It has to have it must have a currency. Now let's say we are trying to use a dollar. So how can we go about it? How can we have it? How can we add a dollar to this salary?
We'll go to the dollar column at the base or go to general. I
So
choose
you will tell me the whole steps. So I will just go to the general here. Then
yeah,
I will okay.
then currency.
So nothing is working. I just click on the currency here. So nothing is working. So the first thing I actually expected you to say is that we should highlight the number, the cell that would, the cells we are trying to apply this function on.
Yeah.
So that should be the first one. Sorry. So after we highlight, we go to the currency, then we pick the currency. Now, you can even see before I pick anything, I can see that I am seeing a simulation of what will happen. So I can just pick the currency here. So now our table already has a decimal number which we don't need. So how can we make it a whole number?
You decrease the decimal.
So to do that again, because I want to apply the function here, so I have to highlight the function here. Then I will decrease it here. So you can see now we have a readable table.
Hmm.
Now that's the first thing. Now the second thing is we are looking at sorting and filtering. From the word sorting, we are trying to like sort in alphabetical order. Let's say we are trying to sort in alphabetical order in this day. We are
Yeah.
trying to sort names in alphabetical order. So there are two ways we can sort in Excel. As I told you earlier yesterday, I said most of the thing that we will use in data analysis in Excel is on our home tab. So if you actually click on this home tab, at the far right, you will see something like sort and filter here. So
Yeah.
we want to click on this sort and filter button. So because I've clicked on this particular Kyle,
Hmm.
so if I click on sort A to Z, that means I'm sorting ascendingly, I be in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
So if you click on this one, can you see green is now the first one, then followed by Kyle, followed by Mendeley, followed by Shitun. So
Hmm.
now another question you should ask is that okay, is this particular sorting does it affect the sales or the other values here. So now green is earning 62,134. Cow is earning 53,467. So now let's just look at that. So I can just click on cow. Let's try to sort it in descending order. So I want to sort it in Z from Z to A. So now even though green is here, is still earning 62,134, while cow is still earning 53,467. That means sorting respects our data. Do you understand? It doesn't. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So it doesn't like mix the data up, no matter how big the data is. So which if we sort it in ascending order or in descending order, it will still sort it in accordingly. So the same thing we can sort this one. To sort this one, you just need to go to your sort and filter, then sort A to Z. So the same thing now, look at something here. When we click on sort and filter, it is saying something like sort A to Z. Now I want to sort my salary in ascending order. So once I click on my salary cell, then I click on my sort to filter. So now it changes to sort smallest to largest and sort largest to the smallest. Now, can you just tell me what a reason why it changes
Why this thing changes? The currency.
from yes, majorly it's because of the data type. Now, because this one is a text
The,
data type,
the
it
point
will
I'm at the point now I'm lost. Like if you're given a data like you want to sort the names in from A to Z, huh?
okay. Yeah.
Then the salary now, you're having a higher range of salary. I'm lost at this point. Then the middle is a little bit lower. Are you going to change it or how are you going to do it? I'm confused at that point.
Okay, that's we are still going there. So now when we want to sort, it depends on what you are looking at the moment. Now let's say I'm interested in who is earning the highest in this particular case. So
Mm.
if I sort this one in descending order, so I have to click on the cell of salary first, right? So
Okay.
then I'll click on my find or sorry, so sorry. I'll click on my sort and filter here. Then
Oh,
because I'm arranging in descending order, so
mm.
I have to come from largest to smallest here,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So now I can see 62,000 belongs to green. even
Okay.
though this particular name if is not arranged alphabetically,
Mm.
right? So I was all I'm because I'm interested in the salary at that particular point. This is how I will sort it. Now let's say I'm interested in, okay, I want to, maybe there's a lucky draw, right? I'm trying to bless, I'm trying to increase the salary of everyone that has M in their name, just a lucky draw or something. Or they, okay, let's say among my employee, I know a name starts with an M, but I don't know the full name. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Let's say we have like 1,000 employee now, but I know I'm supposed to query a guy whose name starts with M, but I don't know his full name. So I will just come to the name, sort it. So by the time I sort it, maybe ascending order or in descending order, so I will see that, okay, his name is Mendeli, and I can easily query the guy. I can easily see the full name. Then maybe I'm trying to increase his salary. I'm trying to query him. I'm trying to sack him. I can just easily see his name. You
So
understand?
I understand what
It
you're saying.
makes it makes things easier for me. So it doesn't really mean that, okay, because Mendeley has one, two, three. It just depend on what we are focusing on at that particular time. So that's one way of sorting data. As I told you earlier that we have two beautiful ways of sorting data. Actually, my favorite is not the one here. There's actually another sorting and filter under our data tab here. So once you click on this data tab, you will see something under the sort and filter section. Then you'll see there's actually a big section for sort and filter only.
Mm.
Do you get that?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. So now you can see we have something like A to Z and Z to A.
Yeah.
From even without doing anything, this button, what do you think A to Z will mean, and what do you think Z to A will mean?
A to Z means ascending, then like starting from A to Z, then Z to A means from the sender is the name below will come up.
Exactly, in descending order. That means it is either I use my home tab here, is either I use my home tab here or I use my data tab here. Whichever one, it's they do the same thing, but I prefer using this sort and filter because it is advanced and we'll get there soon. So let's look at names now. So green, let's say we want to sort this in ascending order. Obviously, you have to click on the cell first, at least the cell in that column, then
Mm.
click on the button here, sort A to Z. So I expect this one to be in alphabetical order. So I'll
Yeah.
just click this button, then I can see G before K, K before M, M before S, which
Yeah.
is correct. So if I can do the same here, even though it is A to Z or Z to A, it can still sort my salary. So if I click on A to Z now, I can see my salary is sorted in ascending order. Or yes, it's in ascending order, which is correct, right?
Yeah.
Now let's move to a little bit of an advanced sorting way, because what we did is just amateur sorting level. So now look at this particular guy. Let me try to add more value so it will be very easy. So we have Dwan, we have we have another name. Let's say this guy is in IT and he's earning 37. Um, let's say we have Fred is in IT also. Is in so let's say we have Fred is in is manager and manager obviously is earning 100,000. Okay, so now let's look at this. Look at this question. We are trying to sort. Are you with me?
Yes.
Yeah, we are trying to sort based on departments. So in IT, we have almost four departments here. So let me
Mm.
just try to make it uniform. Let me try to delete this one and try to make it let me try to make this one engineering. So it will be very uniform. So now we have three departments here. We have the sales department, we have the IT department, and we have the engineering department. So now under sales department, I want to arrange it that it will be something like this. Sales department. We have like how many people in sales department? We have two people in sales department. I want to arrange it that this one it will the people in the highest salary. I will arrange this one in descending order first. Let's say this one is earning like $4. This one is earning $3. Then I will move on to IT department. Then I will arrange it in descending order. Do you understand?
Mm.
According to their department. How do you think we can go about that? Do you understand the use case? That is in every department. I want to know who earns. I want to know the salary trend in descending order.
Mm-hmm.
So how can we go about that?
You
Do
want
you have
to
any idea? Do you have
maybe
any idea? So now,
this
there's
number, this numbers you put 4 and 3 is what?
So it's just salary. I'm just trying to say if this one earns $4 and this one earns $3. All I'm trying to say is that in each department, we are not trying to sort this particular department. We are not trying to sort this particular data set in alphabetical order or in descending order. I'm trying to be very specific now. I want to see everyone in sales departments that
Mm.
are any then in sales department, I'm interested in seeing the salary trend in descending order
Okay.
in IT department, I'm interested in seeing the salary trend in descending order.
Okay.
You understand? So how can we go about that?
I have no
Do you have
idea.
any idea?
Mm-mm.
So now, because you are trying to sort multiple columns together, remember our interest is what department and salary. We are trying to sort the salary department, and we are trying to sort what the salary because it is a multiple columns. Now we are dealing with multiple column. That's when we call on onto our advanced sorting method. And if you actually look at this sort and filter under our data tab, you will see sort and filter here. There's something that looks like a calendar here. This
Mm.
enables this particular help us to solve this problem. So when you click on this particular this sort button, you will see something like this. So now it is asking a question. It is saying, let me just drag it here. I hope you can see it very well.
Mm.
I'm so sorry for the background noise. Um, So let's say the first thing is what are we sorting it by? We are sorting it by salary. So it's saying column N or column O. Oh, the thing is I have not clicked on I have to click on this table first, then click on my sort button. So can you see it highlights the whole table already? Now, what is the first thing we want to sort by? I want to sort by salary. You can see I have my salary here. So am I sorting? It's saying, am I sorting from the smallest or the largest? Remember the question. I'm trying to see the salary trend in descending order. So will I click smallest to largest or largest to smallest?
If it's descending, it's going to be um smallest to largest.
Descending, it's coming from the top to the bottom, so it will be largest to smallest.
Uh,
So
largest.
now that would be the first use case. We can now see something like add level here. So you can add level here. Then okay, after you have sort your salary, we should sort it by what again? By departments. You understand? So we are sorting
So
departments.
can you start go back again so I can record this particular aspect?
You can record it.
It's not recording from my end though.
No, no, no. You don't need to record it from your end. After this one, I will send the recording to you.
Okay, no problem.
It will be uploaded on YouTube, so you can watch it anytime you want to.
Okay.
So let me just go back. Let me start again.
Okay.
So maybe let me try to make a mistake so we can see it first. So now you can start with let's start with departments. You can start with departments. So what are we trying to do? We are trying to sort department A to Z as grid. So then add level. We are sorting. What are we also sorting? We are sorting our
Salary.
salary
Yeah.
in descending order, largest to smallest. Then we click on OK. So I just want you to see something now. So look at engineering departments. I sort it in descending order. So I can easily see that, okay, Red is earning more than Kyle in engineering departments.
Mm-hmm.
In IT department, I can see Fred is earning more than Shitu, and Dwayne is the least earning employee in this particular department.
Mm.
So all we did now is that we sort this particular data set into using two column. So we
Okay.
sort it from we sort using our departments, and then we sort based on our salary. Do you
Mm.
understand, or should I do another type of example so you can understand things very well?
Let's do another example.
Now I want to know. Let me try to. So I've prepared some use cases here. So now let's look at this. Let me try to see. So now we have country, we have region. Do you
Mm.
understand? So
Mm.
I want to see all the countries that are um under. Now you'll be the one that will tell me how to go about this thing. So I want to see all the countries that are under each region. You understand? Region, let's take this region to be a continent now. You know, in each continent there are a number of countries in each continent.
Mm.
Now, under each continent, I want to see the list of the country, but the list of the country must be in alphabetical order. Do you understand?
Mm.
So now you will click on the cell, obviously. Go to our data tab,
Mm.
right?
Yes.
Then go to this advanced way. So
Oh,
it has already highlighted everything. So now let's go. Let's look at it. So what's the primary column here? We want to sort by what region, which is
region.
actually the primary one. So
Mm.
you click on this drop down. What's the column header? What's the name of the column header? Region, have you?
Region.
You
Yeah.
click on you click on this drop down. You can see region there.
Mm.
So now, are we trying to arrange region in alphabetical order? Yes, we can
Yeah.
arrange it in alphabetical order. We can arrange it in descending order, whichever way, it's fine, depend on the question. So then add level here. So what else? What are we trying to sort this region by? By what?
By alphabetical order.
No, no, no. We are trying to add another column. What's the other column that we are adding?
You only mentioned the region. You didn't mention another column.
I said country. I said in each. Let's take the region as a column. There are various country under a continent. Remember.
Mm. Mm.
So now let's say for example, West Africa. We
Mm.
expect we expect Nigeria to be there. We expect Ghana to be there. We expect all these countries to be there. I can't remember. We have Cameroon, all of these countries to be there. So we want to arrange those countries in alphabetical order, but they must fall under West Africa. Do you understand?
Mm.
Maybe when I'm done, you will understand what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say. So now let's just understand this one by country. Then we also want it in A to Z. So once I click on OK, now look at this thing now. We have East Africa. So I'll use my cursor here. So East Africa, we can see we have Kenya here. Um, so you can see East Africa, we have after Kenya, we have this one is in A to Z. After East Africa, we have East China. Um, you can see in this East Asia, we have China, followed by what? Followed by Japan. Both of them are still in Asia. Do you understand, or should I use another use cases
Understand.
again? You
But
do?
what I wanted to ask was that if you want to bring that just to West Africa, how will you now?
No. Sorry, I don't get the question.
Like now, you use the region to sort out the country in alphabetical order, yes. And you
Exactly.
had to start sorting them. But if you want to look for a particular one, like let me just sort out West Africa alone,
So I want to see West African alone.
alone, not trying to scroll down like all of them all together.
Yeah. Thank you for that question. So when you are trying to see a particular, sorry, let me go back to the data set here. So now when you are trying to see a particular information from the word sorting and filtering, What do you think we would use? Are we trying to sort, or are we trying to filter?
I think we are
I
trying
think
to
we are
build.
trying to build. Exactly, and that leads us to filter. So now let's just look from the word filter. If you actually go back to your data tab, you will see something like filter here. Can you see it?
Okay.
Okay. So now let's try to go back to the column header. That's the first row here. So you can see we have filter here. So I'll just click on this filter. Once I click on this filter, you see there's a drop down on this
Mm,
one. Let me check it off. You can see there is no drop down here. So now
mm,
I told you one thing, which is what we are supposed to do early before we even start filtering. You can see we have a lot of overlapping column here. You can see East Africa very well. You can see the column contents very well here. We have sexual and emotional. You can see public places very well. Like you can see there are a lot of them are just overlapping. Now
okay.
you don't want to go over this column width and start expanding it one by one. So you can see these are the columns. This is the row, but there's an intersection between these rows and column that looks like a triangle here. So once you just click on this triangle here, can you see I highlight everything in just a click? Should I go over it again? Do you
Yeah,
understand?
go right
Yeah,
ahead.
go right again. I want to do something here. I want to expand the whole columns instead of me expanding this column B,
Yeah,
expand
that's
column
perfect.
C. I want to expand this in just expand everything in just a click.
Mm,
So obviously I have to like highlight everything. I can just press Ctrl A, which is a simpler way, but then I'm trying to teach you another way. So I'm seeing that we have our column header. Look at my cursor here. It looks like a plus here. So if
mm,
I over it on a column, it will look like a drop down arrow,
mm.
right? So these are our columns, and the same thing we have all our rows here. But between these columns and row, we have an intersection which looks like a downward facing triangle,
Can
right?
you just
Can
like
you
make it? I'm
make
not
it?
seeing
I'm not
your
seeing
document here.
your you can't see it very well. So let me try to increase it. What about now?
That is
That
clear. The
clear.
echo.
What do you say?
The first
The
column is
first
not.
column is not. The first column is not showing. What about now?
I'm
Okay.
just seeing
I'm
some
just
part
saying
of the
something.
page. I'm not seeing
I'm not saying
the full
it.
this thing.
You are using your laptop though.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. Can you see it now?
I'm not seeing, but
I'm
just
not saying,
continue.
but it's good. Okay.
It
It
just
just
can
it
end
just
with
an end with
TROY
ROI
option
option
that is showing. It's
that is
not showing
showing,
part.
not showing. Oh,
Mm.
and it looks good, yeah, because I'm actually using two screen and I can see it very well on my other screen.
I'm using my
I'm using
system.
my switcher.
Mm.
Okay, no problem. So we have you can see we have column header here. These are our columns, right?
Mm.
Then we have our rows here. So the intersection between these columns and row, there is a downward facing triangle, right?
Yes.
Yes. So once you click on this downward facing triangle, it will highlight everything here, all the values here. So now instead of just
But is that
X,
that column that is hidden? I'm not even saying.
sorry, I can't hear you very well. What do you say?
That your column
Now
that
your
is hidden.
column that
I'm
is
not even
when
saying it.
you saying it. That my column that is in column A.
I'm not seeing
I'm not
anything
saying
that's going
anything
on.
that's going on. Oh, you are not seeing stuff that is going on.
Mm-mm.
Um, okay, let me introduce you to something. So, have you seen this one? You may just want to download this Ultra Viewer. So, this Ultra Viewer enable me to interact with your own system from here.
Okay.
Okay. So maybe after the class, just download. It is very easy to download. Just download Ultra Viewer from any browser. So once you download it, so I will be able to see where the problem lies. Because once you download it and you download it there, you just tell me your password and ID. So I would be able to interact with your computer. So I want to know where the problem lies. Sometimes when you say the problem, I may not be able to grasp it very well. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in preparation of the next class, so I will send the meeting of this class to you that I will send a reminder to you that you should download this Ultra Viewer. So I just want to show you how the icon looks. So you will download it. It's very easy and very, very interesting to use. So it looks like this because I've actually used it today. So you can see all you have to do is just tell me your ID and your password. So once you tell me your ID and your password, I'll be able to see whatever your computer, the error message and everything, how it is showing from your end. That will be a lot better. You get.
Mm.
So in case of so let's just continue. So now what I said was I okay, well, yeah. So we are trying to expand. You know, I can just go to, can you see my cursor?
Yeah, I'm seeing this
Yeah, I'm seeing this
particular one.
particular one. Okay. Where do you, where is the last what is the last column that you can see?
B from
B
B.
from column B.
Mm.
Mm. Ah, you can't see column C.
I can see
I
C.
can
I
see
can
C.
see
I
the
can
rest.
see
It's
the
only
rest.
A I
It's only
cannot
A I
see.
cannot. Okay, it's only A that you cannot see.
Mm.
Mm. Okay, because I'm actually using my phone, I'm using my laptop, and it is showing for my phone and laptop that is showing very well. So I'll just send a screenshot on your WhatsApp now to see how it is showing on my laptop.
Let me just snap
Let
it
me
and
just
send
snap
it
it and send
to
it.
the company.
Yeah, please send your own soon.
Continue.
Yeah, I'm trying to send it to your WhatsApp. Um, oh, okay. I don't know why though. You know what? So let me just so is it better now? Can you see everything now?
I'm not seeing still seeing the A
I'm not seeing
at
still
all.
seeing the A at all. What's it?
It's only from B and
It's
C.
only from B and C. What about now? I've added one empty cells in column A. Can you see country very well now?
I can see country,
I
yes.
can see country, yes. You can see everything very well now.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
From
Okay.
B, that's
From
something I
B,
can
that's
see.
something I can see. So all I did was add empty colon, and since the colon A is not showing on your laptop, all I did was add empty colon to colon A, so we can make all the data visible to you.
Okay.
Okay. So now what I was trying to say is that you can see we have multiple columns that are overlapping, right?
Yeah.
So instead of just going to each column and try to expand all of it, so
Mm.
you can see there is look at that, there is an intersection between column A and um and one. It looks like a downward facing triangle here. I don't know if you can see it, but you can just press Control A. So it works like that also. So you can just click on this double arrow. You can go to any borderline between any column, between two columns. So you can pick B and C. You can just double tap one, two. Can you see everything is spaced out?
Yes.
Yes. Do you understand? So you can just
Mm.
double tap on anything and everything will be spaced out. So it is actually supposed to be in a click. I'm sorry. I'm coming. So if I double tap like this, one, two, this is what I'm trying to achieve. Can you see? So everything is supposed to be spread out in just a click.
So
Do
like
you
now,
understand?
once
Like
you're
now,
highlighting
once you have
it, you go to one column and
one
double tap,
column and double
it will
tap,
spread out.
yes, once you highlight everything, then double tap between the borderline of any within and between any two columns of your choice. Everything will spread out. You don't need to expand it manually.
Mm.
Mm. Okay. So that was what I was trying to explain. So we were trying to say something about the filter the other time.
Mm.
Remember?
Mm.
Now, from the word filter, what does it mean? Like the English word filter, what does it mean?
To bring out a
To bring
particular
out a particular,
data. Yeah.
yes, or to focus on a specific part of information.
Mm.
right? So in this case, we are focusing on what? West Africa. Where can we see our West Africa? We can see our West Africa in this region, right?
Yes.
Yes. So look at this colon header. You can see there is nothing there. There is no drop down there. So once you activate this filter button, can you see my filter button?
Yeah.
Yeah. So once you activate this filter button, you can see on all of this column, you can see there is a drop down there.
Yes.
Yes. So in each drop down, if you click on each drop down, you can see we have a list of all the unique content in a column. So now I can see all of the countries in this particular data set here, right? So
Yeah.
let's click on OK. In this region now, I can see all of the regions we have here. So now we are trying to focus on only West Africa. So if you actually check this thing here, it's saying, are we trying to select all? No, we are not selecting all, right? We are
Mm.
trying to just focus on what? On
West.
West Africa only. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now once I click on OK, can you see all information I'm having here is what? Is
West
West
Africa.
Africa only. So that brings us to what? To discussing about West Africa. But remember, we only filter, we not delete. So you can see we have I don't know if you can see it, but we have 1 and 669 here. Can you see it?
Mm.
Mm. You can see that.
Mm.
Mm. So I can if I expand this row, can you see? Can you see I have Southern Africa? That means it is not
Sorry, can you
actually
go back
deleted.
again?
Okay. Are you with me now?
Yes.
Yes. So now we have row one here. We have row 669 here, right?
Here's your
Here's
cursor.
your cursor. Oh
Let's
my
see.
goodness, God. It is I think it's not showing on your own system, which is
Mm.
why I would like you to watch the recording because it will show on the recording. I don't know why it's not showing. I would like to interact with your system, maybe sometimes in the next class. So you will need to download the Ultra Viewer. So I want to interact with your system. I want to know what's wrong, why it's not showing.
Okay.
Okay. But let's manage it for today's class at least. Do you understand?
Mm.
Okay, so I will just keep that. You can actually watch it in the recording though. So let's continue. So now we've started with filter, but then before we move down to how to filter a particular part of country, so I just want to see, look at this drop down on this column. You will see there is one that looks like a funnel, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Like look, the drop down symbol is different from the other columns. So that's when you will know, okay, this is where I actually applied my filter to. So you can just click on this place and you can see something like clear filter from region.
Okay.
Okay. So once you clear filter from region, can you see I can see all my information again?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that means filter is not deleting data set. It's just like we are trying to focus on the specific parts of information. So now let's try to use smaller data sets to understand this better. So can you see my screen very well now?
Yes.
Yes.
But
So now
just
let's see.
by
So what I was trying to explain the other time is that we we want to add filter to this particular table. So I'll
mm.
just go to my data tab here, right? Then
Mm.
click on my filter here. Can you see there's a drop down on all of them?
Yes.
Yes. Now, I want to see only
Mm.
the IT column. But luckily enough, filter is not actually used for filtering only. So if I click on this drop down, so you can see something like, am I trying to sort from Z to A or sort from A to Z? That means there are three ways to actually sort in Excel. One, you can sort in the Home tab. Two, you can sort in the sort section, sort and filter section in Data tab. Then three, you can even sort while using filter. Do you
Yeah.
understand? Sure. So now I'm trying to see only the IT, but I don't want to go over this one again. I think we have done justice to sorting, right?
Mm.
So now I want to see only the IT guys. Let's say we are trying to like use okay, let's say we are interested in this engineering. You can see almost everyone is earning around $50,000. Then there is a guy earning $100,000. So we want to know, okay, who is that guy? So once we already know that okay, this particular guy is in the engineering team, but we don't know the name. So we want to focus on only engineering. So we deselect all, then we click on engineering only. So once we click on OK, you can see I have my engineering guys only.
Mm.
Like these are the 29 guys, then I can easily see this guy that I'm focusing on. So, but what all I was saying the other time was because I filter doesn't mean my data set has been deleted,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
So there are row numbers actually at the far left. I don't know if you can see it, but there is row number there. Once you just click on the row number and you drag it down, so you can see there is something that is trying to come out. So filter is just like we trying to compress a data set. It doesn't really mean we are deleting it.
So you
Do you
just tap
understand?
tap on the distance.
Yeah.
To bring it out, you tap on
Exactly. So you can see this is actually the sales guy. So I can just go back here, then reduce
what
it.
part I'm not even seeing the thing by your cursor.
Yes, that's why I'm saying that. You know, the is beside is the left part of column A, and you
Mm.
know column A is not showing on your system.
Mm.
So that is why I'm actually saying that maybe you would need to watch the recording for today. Then by next class, you would have downloaded Ultra Viewer, so I would be able to
It's no problem.
interact with your system.
Okay.
You understand? So it's something I did not know about till today.
Okay.
So no problem at all. You can easily see it in the recording. It's very easy.
Okay.
So now, so to actually know where to clear off your filter, you can see we have a drop down here. We have a funnel shape here. We have a drop down here. So it is easy for us to say, okay, this is where I actually applied my filter. Then click on this one. Then you can see something like clear filter from department, which is clickable. So if you are trying to clear your filter from this one, you will see something like it is not clickable. Can you see it?
Mm.
So you have to know where to actually clear off your filter. So we just click on this funnel and clear filter from departments. So I can actually see all my data sets from this place. Do you get?
Mm.
Okay. So filter, you can do so much more with filter. A lot of us use filter so much. So you can deselect everything. Let's say I'm just interested in Dwayne and Fred. That means you can select multiple things. You can select Dwayne, Fred, and Ken. Those are the information I just want to see. So we click on it, then all information I will be seeing will be about Fred, Dwayne, and Green. Do you understand? It doesn't really mean that okay, this is one thing that pick. We can pick as many as possible. So we can select all here, then click on OK, and then we see all our information again.
Okay.
So majorly that's how we use filter. But then you can see we have various way of using filter. So and it depends on it respect our data type. So looking at this one now, this is a text data type. So once I click on this particular drop down, so you can see something like text by filter. So I can even test by okay, let's see if anyone begins with S. So you can just say begins with S. So click on OK. So you can see she is the only one that is showing, right?
Mm.
Do you understand? So
Mm.
I can just remove my filter. Let's get it off. So then let's look at this one. This is the numeric data type. So if I click on this filter drop down, so instead of text filter, you can see it is now what number filter. So that means it respects the data type, and which was why I started with data types yesterday.
Mhm.
So now let's say we want to look at who are the top three most top three guys that are earning the most in our company. So I can just say I will just click on this top 10, right? But
Mm.
I'm not interested in top 10. I'm interested in what?
Top
Top
three.
3. So I'll cancel this one to top 3, then click on what? Okay. So I can easily see that okay, it is Red, Kyle, and Join. Those are the people that are earning the highest. So I can easily just click on this drop down again, click on my number filter. So if it is bottom 10, I will also click on this top 10. If you are looking at bottom 10, but there is a drop down here, so you click on this bottom 10, bottom 3, then you click on OK. So you can see the lowest earning individual in our company. Do you
Okay.
understand that? Or should I go over it again?
I understand.
You understand that? So that's how to filter. Majorly, you use this filter um in when you are doing analysis actually. So now, before we move on to find and replace, I want you to look at this particular guy. So you would tell me what to do and how to do it, right? So the first thing I'm doing is I'm trying to add a new column to column A because you can't see column A. So now can you see from column B to column P on your end?
Yes, what I did, I have to zoom it to the highest, so I'm seeing everything.
You can see everything now.
Yes, I had to increase the zoom.
Okay. Now let me just delete this one. So since you can see everything, so
Mm.
all okay now good. So all I did the other time was I click on this intersection between A and colon. You can see this one.
Mm.
That's where I clicked the other time. So then
Okay.
I clicked on double tap and everything was spaced out.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, now so I've prepared another data set because I actually prepared two data sets for you. So now let's say as a data analyst, right? Can you see this use case, this new data set?
Mm.
So now let's say as a data analyst, you load the data set and it looks like this. And obviously you can't see everything at a glance. You can see there is something that is overlapping. This one, this column is also overlapping. This
Mm.
column is also overlapping. And you want to see everything. Instead of you expanding the width, what would be the first thing that you would do?
You tap on that. Okay.
This one.
Yes.
Okay.
You will now go to any of the cells and double tap in between.
So we do want to. Can you see everything is spaced out that I can see this actually lower middle?
Mm.
This pre-COVID. So that was what I was trying to explain. So now I told you data analysis is more than just doing analysis, how to make our data readable. So you look at everything. This is here, this is unemployment. There's nothing that needs what that needs what do you call it? That needs comma. But look at this, all of these numbers, they are too gigantic. So I want to reduce this one to two decimal number, right?
Mm.
So I can just click on this one. So look at my cursor, it looks like a plus now. So if I click on this column header, once I just over my mouse on this column header, it will change to downward arrow, downward looking arrow. So I
Mm.
can just click on this one, then hold on to my shift arrow and my right side facing arrow. One, two, three, four. Just that I highlight the four columns. Do you get?
You above forgot it and you
Let,
put
let me
that.
try. Let me try to do it again. I highlight on this one. This
Mm-hmm.
particular column now. This particular column. If I do control down arrow, these are just the shortcuts that you need to know. Control. I hold on to my control, then I hold on to my down arrow on my keyboard. So I can see this particular column is about 15,751.
Mm.
So if I do control up arrow again, I'm already in first column, first row, sorry, right?
Mm.
So now I'm doing something like this. If I once I over my mouse on this column header,
Mm.
right? Then I click on it. Everything, all the rows till 15,751 row will be highlighted.
Mm-hmm.
So remember, all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to reduce all of this particular stuff to two decimal place.
Okay.
So because I want to highlight all of this cell. So I'll click on control. I hold on to my shift, sorry. I hold on to my shifts. Then I will click on my right facing arrow. Two. Can you see it? Highlight that one, two, three, four. Do you understand?
Mm.
So you can actually do it. It's just very easy. To make it easier, say you can just click on this colon L, the colon arrow, hold on your control key, then click on the last colon here. Click on this one. Just click on and keep clicking. It is very easy. Just hold on to your control and keep clicking. So everything will be selected.
Okay.
So now what are we trying to do? How can we reduce the decimal point here?
We should need to decrease
Where are we going to press?
this place.
This
Zero.
one. So we keep clicking. Why is it not going? Okay, let me just do it one by one then. Something is wrong. Am I supposed to save it? Um, okay, let me look at something that's wrong. I want to look if everything is text. Okay, it looks like it's correct actually. Oh, I know why. The data set is large, which is why it is lagging. Anyway, uh, okay, let's just continue. Let's move on. That's how to do that already. So that's the first thing. We've tried to expand it. We can see it at a glance now. We can reduce the decimal point. I don't know why it's not working currently. There's other way to go about this thing, but now we are just in the second class, so it's very normal. So now the next thing is we are trying to arrange this particular continent in alphabetical order. So how am I going to do that? How am I going to go about that?
You select it and go to
I will click on one of the cell.
one of
That's the
this,
first thing.
then go
Yeah.
to data.
I'll go to where?
Data.
Data tab. Okay.
Sort from A to Z.
It's good. So I can easily see that everything is sorted in in what do you call it?
Alphabetical order.
In alphabetical order. So basically that's how to do it. Now let's just move on to the second one. I guess by now you already understand the various way of sorting and filtering.
Yeah.
So it will come in handy when we start our data cleaning process very well. But I like to build the foundation very strong. That's okay. When we are trying to do a complex data analysis, we'll be applying all of these things that we have learned. So now the next thing is find and replace. From the word find and replace, what do you think you are trying to do?
Is to find the particular data and replace it with whatever you want to do.
Yeah, thank you very much. So now let's say we are trying to do something like a country. Let's say this is a country. Then the next one we have the GDP of that said country.
Mm.
So we have Niger, and we have Nigeria. Now the GDP of Niger, let's say is 400, and GDP of Niger is 5. So looking at this, it looks so unreal because we know Nigeria is actually bigger than Niger, and it makes sense if Nigeria has a higher GDP than Niger, right?
Mm.
So in this case, if we're actually told that okay, this is actually a mistake, we want to change Nigeria into Niger and Niger into Nigeria, and that's when we use something like find and replace. Or sometimes they make a mistake. Maybe there is something like we have different type of. There is a way you can write your mic. There's someone else will write Michael, someone else will have Michael. We have different spelling, even though all of them means the same thing. So we can just do something like this. So let's say we are trying to look at the total number of students in the class. So some people might record their own like this. They can say something like this: boys, girls, male. female. So I want you to answer this question. So if boys is 10, girls is also 12. So boys is 10 again, then female is 8. So now they said, now I only calculated this in just a class, all of these values. I got it in just one class. So now I'm asking you, how many boys do we have in this class and how many girls do we have in this class?
Boys is 10,
Boys is 10. And how many girls do we have?
girls is
Girls
12.
is 12. That analysis is actually wrong because
You are
boys
adding the
is, you are adding
total
the
boys
total
and
boys
males.
and male. Yes, because
That is
boys and
20.
male is that's 20. Because in a class, boys, let's say we have two people that counted the total number. Maybe it is class A and class B. You understand? While one was recording the male gender with boys, the other guy is representing the male gender with male. You understand?
Mm.
So now, if this one is 10 and this one is 10, so the total boy gender is what? Is 20. Why the total girl gender too is supposed to be 20? That's 12
20.
plus 8. So now, to make analysis, because if you actually do not change it, analysis will also give you something like this. But once I've changed this male to boys so that analysis can add both of them together, do you
Mm.
understand? Then female to girls, so analysis can add both of them together. So that's when you can see that, okay, this is how to go about it. Do you understand? And that's when we use boys, and that's when we use find and replace. Do you understand the use case?
Yes.
So now, how do we go about it? So the first thing is you have to click on at least one of the cell you are working in. Under our home tab, as I told you earlier, most of the stuff that you are doing is under our home tab. So you will click on this find and select. You can see we have something like find and select, and there's a drop down there. I hope you can see it there.
Mm.
So now we have find and replace, but let's click on find here. Now let's say we are trying to find boys. So once you click on boys, you actually just see boys. You can see find all, and I can see where it is here. I can say find next, then it will keep um it will toggle between all the boys in this worksheet, but because we only have one boy, and which is why all we got is this particular one. But most of the time, we really do not use this find button. Nobody really find. People just majorly they replace. So that's where you will go to the second button here, which is the replace button. So it is now asking you, what are you finding? I'm finding boys. What are we replacing boys with? Male, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will see male. Then I'll click on what? Okay.
Replace.
Let me try to. So you can see replace all here.
Mm.
So can you see? This has been replaced and it said all done. We made one replacement. So let me so now let's try to change girls to female. So I'll just edit this one. What are we finding now? We are finding what?
Girls.
Girls. And we are replacing it with what?
Female.
Female. We are replacing it with female. So So you can just click on replace all and you can see we've made one replacement. Okay. Now let me ask you the question I asked you the other time. How many male do we have in this particular class and how many female do we have in this class?
2020.
2020. Now, which one looks more easy to calculate? Is it the first one that we had or this one?
I think it's
I
this
think
one.
it's this one. Now, the other time you made a mistake, you make a statistical error because it wasn't really easy to calculate, and which is why we need data cleaning. Do you understand?
Mm.
So that's how to find and replace. But instead of going all the way to this place, you can just click on a shortcut. So once you click on your cell that you are trying to apply it on, you will click on Control H for house, which you can easily see you are on the replace button. But if you can't remember that, just click on Control F for find. So you just toggle to the replace button and you can actually have your replace button. Do you understand that or should I go right again?
Understand.
Understand. Okay, now let's go and apply this on the real case. So as you always know, there is always advanced part to all section of data analysis. So now let me add my filter. under my data tab, I can see my filter. So let me add my filter here. So I've added my filter to all this particular thing. So I will just click on this drop down. You can see we have how many region? We have like 5 region here. So I'm trying to change this Americas to America only.
Mm,
Like I'm trying to remove the S. So how do we go about that? So the first thing is what? You click on this particular cell
mm.
in one of the column. Then what's the next thing?
You now go
You
to
now go to
the filter.
the filter. I'll go to the filter tab.
Yes.
Yes. No, do you understand what we are trying to do? We are
You
trying
want,
to replace America. We are trying to replace Americas with America.
okay, okay. Then you
Okay,
go
okay,
to
then
the
you go
find
to
and replace.
replace. We go to what?
Find and
Find
replace.
and replace. Under what tab?
I
I
can't remember the
can't
tab.
remember the tab. I told you it's home
Oh yeah.
tab. Oh yeah. So you can see we have find and select here. So
Let's
you
see.
can just click on find and replace. So now that you can't even remember the tab, it's even better. But can you remember the shortcuts of getting to find and replace?
Yes,
Yes,
control F and
control F. So we have control F. So you can just toggle over to what the replace button. So
mm.
what are we trying to
To
find?
find to find
Find
America.
America.
Replace with America.
America. Find Americas in place with what?
America.
America. America. So I can just click on replace all. So and I can see 3,157 replacement has been done.
Mm.
So now if I click on this drop down, so can you see the effect, the change that has been effected?
Yes.
Yes. So that's how to do data cleaning. We are starting
But I
with
wanted
this
to
step
ask
by
you
step.
a question. Like,
Okay. Like
since you are not
since you
so
are not so
this thing, why do
this thing,
you
why
have
people
to
have to
um
um
filter first
filter first
before
before
using the
using
place?
the place? No, I'm not filtering. I didn't filter. All I did while I'm using the drop down is just to see the unique value there. I like using filter. It's just a thing,
Okay.
it's just a neat thing. You understand? I didn't filter anything. All I did was I can see all the unique value in this particular column. So
Mm.
all just that I'm trying to monitor my replacements in real time instead of
Okay.
scrolling up and down. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it is faster that way.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So now let's go to an advanced way because I've prepared something for you. So now let's say something country here. So you can see we have now why I'm using the filter now. I just want to show you the unique value here. I hope you can see it though.
Yes, I'm saying it.
Yes, I'm sure. Um okay, now I want to ask you a question. So you see this Pakistan. Now
Mm.
this is the question. This question is very easy. I want to change this Pakistan to Niger.
Mm.
So you will replace Pakistan with Niger. Then you
Mm.
now replace when you replace it to Niger, then you now replace it to Pakistan again.
Mm.
So it is very easy. So now you have to be careful though. But yeah, it is very easy. It is tricky. It is a tricky question. So how do we go about it?
You click
You
on the
click on
cell,
the cell. I have
then
to click on one of the cell
yeah, go to
yeah,
home
go to
tab,
home tab and go to home tab.
find and
And I go to my find and select.
then you
Then you
go to
to
replace.
replace. Okay, what are we finding now?
We are
We are
finding
finding
the span
the span. I'm finding Pakistan.
and want to replace it with
To
now.
replace with your right. I can just click on replace all.
Yeah.
Uh, how many? Please note this one. We only change we only change 503 Pakistan to Niger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now let's look at the drop down. Let's look at if our change has been effected. So we must not see any Pakistan again. So you can see we don't have any Pakistan again, right?
Mm.
That means everything is working fine.
Mm.
So now we want to change our Niger back to Pakistan. Do
You
you
go
understand?
mm,
I will click on this cell again, then go where?
to the home
To
tab,
the home tab. Enter. Already
Find
there.
that cell.
Find and select
Replace.
replace.
We are
What are we
replacing
finding now?
Niger to Pakistan.
So we have Niger. So how many replacement are you expecting to see? If I click on replace all,
503.
so Pakistan. So I click on replace all. So we made 964. What has happened?
It increased.
So why?
I don't know why.
So now let's click on this drop down. So now let's look at where the problem is coming from. So once I click on this drop down, so now let's look at this. So we have Pakistan and we have Pakistania.
Mm.
Instead of what are we supposed to have here?
Pakistan.
Pakistan only. But why are we having Pakistania? So now let me just explain what just happened. So remember, we have, can you hear me? Hello, are
Yeah.
you with me? So we have Niger, we have Nigeria. What was the question again? We are trying to change from Pakistan
To Niger.
to Niger. Now this one works very well, right?
Mm.
Now this one works okay. Now we are trying to change Niger to Nigeria. So what are we changing Niger to? We are changing this one to what? Pakistan.
Mm.
So because you told Excel to change Niger to Pakistan, so Excel now wants to change Niger here to Pakistan also, which is why we have Pakistan and the last IA ticket, and that's why we have Pakistan here.
Okay.
Do you get?
Mm.
So now, what we have to do to prevent this type is to prevent this mistake. If you actually look at Control H, which is my replace button, you see something like match entire cell contents. You
Okay.
get? That means when you want to change from Niger to Pakistan, you
Okay. When
must
you
say
want to
that
change
okay, from from Niger back to Pakistan, you
mm.
must click on one of these things. You must say it must match the entire cell content. That is, the cell content must be Niger before you can change it to what Pakistan.
Okay.
So it won't be like you are just changing any Niger to Pakistan.
Okay.
Do you understand? So that means you must have ticked this one before we replace all, and that was the mistake we made.
Okay.
So can you correct now? So now let me just press Ctrl Z so we can go back to our stuff. Okay, it's this one. So let me click on this one. Let me click on this drop down. So we have our Pakistani now. So if I click on Ctrl Z, let me click on this one now. Okay, we have Nigeria. Okay, we are trying to change this Niger back to Pakistan. So what would be the first thing now? So we click on this one.
On. Go to
Just tell me the shortcut, which is it makes you look like a professional.
Control H.
Control H. So what are we trying to change now?
You're changing Niger to Pakistan.
So is that all?
Then
Remember,
we'll
we have
not
to
entire cell content or match them.
then we click on replace all, right?
Yes.
So can we see we made our 503 replacements?
Right here.
Do you understand now?
Yes.
So that means if you look at the drop down now, look at the unique value here. You can see it doesn't affect Nigeria, and we still have our Pakistan.
Yes.
Do you understand? Do you have any question for me?
If I have, I'll ask. I will check.
Yeah, I know you will ask, obviously, but you know, maybe there are some things you will be like, okay, maybe I will watch it over and over again, but I don't like that. I want someone that, I mean, you are paying for this thing, you have to enjoy the full benefit that comes to it. Uh, for now, you don't have any question, right?
No, for now, during the course of time, if I have,
So we have actually demystified all we have for us today. So we'll just do a recap before we call it a day.
I wanted to ask.
Okay.
During the course of
During
time,
the
are you
course of
going to
time,
be
are
using
you
some
using
other
some
data
other
analysis
data
apps like all these
like all these
SQL
SQL
Studio or
studio
whatever?
or whatever? Sorry, I don't get you. You said what?
Like I wanted to
Like I wanted to
during the course
during
of
the course
time
of
as you progress to the
progress
data
to the
analysis, are we going
analysis,
to
are we going to
learn how to use
how to use
table
table
app,
app
SQL and the
SQL
rest of
and the
them?
rest of it? Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure. It is process, a gradual process.
Yeah,
By
I
the
know it's
time
a
I
bit
don't say
small now.
because
I just
one, I
wanted
just
to.
wanted to. Yeah, yeah, very. So what if we're not dealing with tables and all of this complex thing? Then what is data analysis that we are doing? We are not stopping here. This is what we are doing today is just part of the transforming of data analysis. We no, I told you we are starting from transforming data. So
Oh,
we are still moving to analyze data analysis. We are still moving to visualization. We are still moving to documentation. We are even still going back to getting the data. It just goes on and on and on. We will even solve business problem by next week.
then
Next
also
week,
I
then
wanted
also
to
I
ask
wanted to
this
ask this
Excel now.
Excel now.
Like are there
Like,
like are you not going to
are you
teach
going
me
to
some
teach
other
me some
complex
other
part of
complex part
Excel?
of this? Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Sure. You will
okay.
do a lot of complex things. All I'm trying to do within yesterday and today is just to give you
The
a
insight.
brief overview of data analysis. Next week, you can see we only deal with two stuff today. Next week, we will start having multiple things so we can cover ground within a short period of time. I mean, just both of us.
Okay.
Okay. So we cover ground. All I'm trying to do is just you understanding my teaching techniques, you understanding the data analysis, you understanding what you are in for, just for you to gain my trust this week, basically. Nothing really crazy.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, that's all we did today. But from next week, as you can see, I've sent you the file, the notes. If you actually look at the second notes, all we have there is actually, let me show you. All we have there is just okay, I think I've answered it. All we have there is just simple stuff. But if you go to the notes, you'll see we have a lot planned for you.
Okay.
Okay. So you can see we have this under this data analysis. Let me show you. So these are our second class. So all we did, I told you the process of data analysis, then we did the sorting and filtering, and
Mm.
then we did find and replace. So that's all for we're actually following a.
Okay.
Okay. So now you can I know I told you that next week now we'll start having more than just two. Can you see I already have four things planned out for the third class.
Okay.
So that all we try to do this week is just you getting my tools, knowing my teaching techniques. Try to at least you understand that you gained more than you expect. Even sorting and filtering is supposed to be simple thing. Then
Yeah.
you gain the advanced way. Or you didn't get any new thing.
I did. I
I
did.
did, I did. Yeah, so basically, so you can see we have data text colon, and you won't do any of this without working with big data. So also we have quite a number of them. I've sent it to you yesterday. You can just check it out. We are following we are following our roadmap basically.
Okay.
Okay. We will get there nice and easy.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so do you have let's just do a rundown of today's class, then we will be we will just cancel we will call it a day. So now let's say we talked about sorting, and I said we can do a lot with sorting. I think I told you about number formatting yesterday, and even did it today, how to add comma to a number, how to add dollar sign, how to add currency sign, how
Yeah.
to change numeric to we did different data types. So now we are trying to change, let's say we are trying to um we are trying to sort this particular year
Mm.
in alphabetical order. How can we do that?
You click
You click on
so
click on one of the cell,
go to
go
data,
to the data,
then sort
the source.
A
So
to Z.
I can just sort it anyhow. Then I can see it is actually from 1990. So I can easily just see the unique value here. So I can see it is from 1990 to where? So
to
2024.
yeah.
You get. So we also Nothing really crazy today. It's just like basic thing that we need to know. I also told you about how to use this advanced filtering, right?
Yeah.
And I guess you understand that by now. Then we also discussed how to use our filter button, and I said we can do a lot with our filter. We can click each one, and we can even sort using our filter. We can sort by color. So now assuming there is a color here, so let me just add a color here. So to this fill, I can just easily go to my own tab, then add a color. So now let's say I'm trying to sort by color. So I'll just click on this filter, then sort by color here. So can you see I have my yellow, and all I can see is the yellow is the first one. And also I can filter by color. That is, I only want to see my yellow, and you
Mm.
can see all I'm seeing here is what is yellow. So you can actually do a lot with fil- filtering. So to actually clear this particular stuff, you just click on this one, clear filter from gender, right? I also told you that we have text filter, and I said it depends on what you are doing, right? So let's say I'm trying to search for something that does not equals to or begins with or ends with. It actually depends on the use cases we are doing in that particular course,
Mm.
right? So I also told you about how to filter our data set. That is, let's say we are only trying to focus on this particular female gender now. So I want to select all. Then I'm only trying to focus on what's female gender. Then I'll click on what's okay. So you
Mm.
can see all the data sets that we have here is only about what's female, right?
Yeah.
Now I noticed something while I was looking at this thing. So look at this thing. So as a data analyst, you are trying to clean a data set, and this is around 15,000 data rows of data. So now look at this gender. When I click on this particular stuff, I see something like this. We have female, we have male, we have total. So it is normal for us to have female gender. It's normal for us to have male gender. And even it is also normal in this age for us to have maybe binary, maybe transgender or whatever or queer people. So but it is not normal for us to have total as a name of a gender, right?
Yes.
So it is either we say we can replace that total with unknown that we don't know it.
Yeah.
So how do we replace total with unknown? Tell me.
You click on the tab, go
We
to
click on the
find and select on the
we
home
click
tab.
on what? On the home tab, click on find and select,
Then replace
then
replace total with unknown.
replace replace total
With unknown.
with unknown. So we just click on replace all. So it's saying 110,014 has been done. So
Yeah.
if you look at this now, can you see we have unknown now?
Yes.
Which is okay. So
Mm.
that means this particular colon is now better to read now because we've changed all the unknown total to unknown, which total doesn't make sense really. So
Okay.
and that's what we call data cleaning. Is there's actually a lot of things that you can clean here, but at least you are starting from the grassroots level. So we also discussed about the find and select, and which I think you are just use you just apply the use case um in a minute ago. So I guess basically that's the basic rundown of yesterday's class and today's class. I think that this will be the end of today's class, provided you don't have any question for me.
None for now.
Okay, so before the next class, please I will download Ultra Viewer. And yes, there is no assignment here, but please try to watch the recording. I will upload it today and I will send the link to you. I will track the analytics before the next class on Saturday. Please try to watch it. Try to watch it. Watch everything because I would see it on my end, yeah.
Okay.
And then so it will just speed up what we learn, basically. When you learn it now, you watch it again, you come to class, everything is staged, we move on to the next step because we are doing a lot of crazy things. We are moving on to first points, we are moving on to four topics. We'll be discussing about four topics in our next class. So which is why we have to move very fast. Okay, no problem. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.